Oh man, what is good, team? What is good? Welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all the necessary things to make sure that we can get this thing rolling to different ears and different eyes. What is up, family? I'm very excited to come back in tonight. We actually just finished off with track 4, week 12 for the master students, right? Which reminds me, team, please remember, if you want to be a part of the 8 to 12 week mentorship program for the strategies mentorship, reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com and everything will be chilling. But very good to see everybody in. Let me know that you can hear me. YouTube, please go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away. Throw those A's in. What's up, Ian Tucker? Good to see you, man. Damon, what's up? LPB always coming in with them jokes, my bro. I love it, man. Mark Roach, I got you, dude. I got you. We got that ticker symbol TPET on deck here, right? And of course, I got a few other I got a few other requests here too. And you know what? I am excited, Mark Roach, to take a look at that ticker symbol CXAI as it went up 150 some odd crazy percent today, right? So yeah, we'll take a look at this one as well. But I also see my brothers in the ARCa Bulls trading team. What's up, Options? Good to see you, my bro. OG, Ian, Smokescreen. What's up? What's up, Zo? Good to see you guys here. Jose, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming on by. And Caligula saying KULR in the hizzy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that ticker as well, right? So that's going to be right over here. I forgot to type it in, right? So let's just go ahead and switch over to the chart so that we can see what's up. Or what's down, really, right? So yeah, we'll keep it good, man. We'll keep it good. But good to see everybody here tonight. Let me go ahead and start rolling some little bit of a tune here. Let's get the background music in there, right? So it doesn't get too weird. But yeah. So what's up, you guys? What's up today? Who traded what, man? I gotta tell you, I was pretty much risk off the entire day, starting off with that meta downside. It came short of our first target by a couple cents, and the thing just ripped to the upside from there. I was immediately like, you know what? Hell no, man. I'm going to be risk off the markets here. I'm going to go ahead and call out the plays, all good. But I'm going to just kind of sit back and relax, right, and potentially gain what the markets are going to do later. Guys, I put out a video on GTII a little bit earlier. I put a video out on Cardano, and this other ticker that's trending in the crypto world is called Taboo, TABOO, and I put the analysis and my thoughts on those, right? So that is all out there. And guys, I'm sorry, I think I missed one here. Who said that? Sorry, that was ticker symbol. Was that Very? Devin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Are you talking about VIRI or really VERI? I assume you're talking about Very because it went up, right? We're talking about the Q. So Senior Pennington coming up here talking about the Qs, Palantir, SMCI, and Google for scalps. Definitely tickers that we need to keep an eye on, right? Let's go ahead and put some of those here into circulation. Specifically, man, that PLTR, Palantir. Let's keep that in mind, right? We'll definitely observe that one. And Devin, so yeah, you're talking about ticker symbol VERI, right? Okay, gotcha, man, gotcha. Yeah, not a problem. And that's Veritone. Interesting. I remember there was a company that had a similar oh, you know what? No, I think that I'm getting it confused with Verifone. I don't even know how I know that or where I know that from, but it's kind of an older company. I'm sure that if you're 30 plus years old, you'll probably remember where that is from. I don't know. But yeah, I just got a little bit confused here, but it's all good. My brother, of course, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that ticker for you, man. No problem. And yeah, Mark Roach is saying Diddy is taboo too. Dude, I had no idea that was happening. Bro, I had no idea that freaking Jay-Z and Diddy were under scrutiny. Like, and then I posted up like this post using Jay-Z on it because I've loved the guy forever. Since I was a kid. And then these people were like, hey, maybe don't put things up with Jay-Z. I'm like, what? Why? So it's like a 2-day-old thing, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like losing followers because of it. I'm like, okay, I gotta remove this post, I guess. Like, it was terrible, bro. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, you know. So I'm happy at least somebody, like, they were saying, hey man, I respect you and all, but you know, that post right there, it's looking a little weird. I'm like, oh, okay, damn. I had no idea that they were going. I even spoke to OGG after it. I'm like, bro, is that true? What's happening there? And he's like, oh yeah, man, yeah, that's it's all over the internet. And I'm like, oh, what? Devin, I got you, my bro. It ain't no thing, man. We'll go ahead and take a look at that ticker. I appreciate you so much too, my bro. I really appreciate you. No joke. And yeah, you know what? So yeah, we have to add a couple tickers here. Pennington is talking about SMCI as well, right? So yeah, SMCI is going to be one of those. That's the Super Micro Computer Inc., right? So yeah, we'll put this up in that circulation too. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we hide your kids, right? It's not even about hiding your wives anymore. It's just hiding your kids. Oh my goodness, man. No joke, right? I didn't even know that was happening, man. And I'm just over here just blind as all hell, just trying to guys, I'm just trying to trade, guys. That's all I want to do, man. I just want to trade. Okay? That's my deal. Oh my goodness. But I'm very happy that I got the heads up from some of the team, and they were like, yo, dude, it's all good, but you know, maybe consider this. All good. All good. Smoke screen, what's up, man? Yeah, let's put it up. Let's put it up in here in the circulation, right? CLSK. That's going to be another one. So Mark Roach is saying it looks like Diddy has his own Epstein Island. Oh, dude, what? Damn. I mean, the guy is worth like mad money, right? So, dude, money can go a long way, man, especially in those quantities, right? Oh, dude. I remember this this one track where where Diddy was saying he said a lyric somewhere along the lines of, he goes, say you got that 550, right? You're talking about that AMG, that Mercedes, and he goes, say I got that 550, and he's talking about M's, right? And I'm like, oh man, you're talking about $550 million. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, right? So these were his later tracks, right? More where he was trying to be a little more hip. Dude, what the hell happened, man? That sucks. That's what a shame, bro. What a shame. I already see the setup here on CLSK, so I can't wait to get this one. So we'll observe that one for sure. Senor Pennington saying, nah, I just put those 4 tickets because that's the 4 trades I scalped today. No need to look at them. My bro, SMCI. All right. So if I really want to choose between those, right? Because you're saying that we don't have to look at them. If I did have to choose, it definitely wouldn't be SMCI right now. It's kind of stuck a little bit. And, man, I don't even know if you guys caught that. BTC right now just got a mangling and a wrangling right now, man. Like, serious. It just dipped so hard. Look at that. It came down from 69,007 all the way down to 66,000. Guys, we're talking, those are full on ATRs, daily ATRs, $3,000. Like this thing just burped. It literally just burped. Oh man. Be dealing with your children, OG. Oh yeah, options. Dude, right? Look at this thing just dipping. It is ridiculous. Oh, bro. What? So I guess this is a good thing, man. This is a good thing because guys, the Bitcoin halving is set to go off, I believe, on April 19th, right? And historically speaking, I think within 2 to 3, maybe 4 months after the Bitcoin halving date happens, there has been a massive surge in price action here from BTC. So just, I'm just putting it out there, guys. I gave you my targets yesterday. Price alert, bro, is fuck. Don't look. Go outside and go for a walk or something. That is awesome. Check this out. This is what Pennington just shared in the ARCa Bulls trading team. This is your notification coming in from Coinbase, and you're just faced with this real quick. Like, bro, Just go outside and take a walk or something, man, because you don't even want to see this right here. That is for real, man. Oh, that's good. That is rich. Man. Oh, dude. Mark Roach is saying BTC just took it in the ditty. Damn it, man. That guy is never going to recover from that one, bro. My goodness. Yeah, so okay, good. So Mark Roach is saying here that based on the news that Bitcoin halving is set to take place on April 19th. And that's based on the block. What was it? 240,000 block. I forgot which one it was, but is it every 210,000 blocks? I forgot what the number is, man. I remember reading it in the white paper, but I don't remember now. So yeah, but the algorithm, launches the halving on the closing of a specific number of blocks, right? So that's going to be, I think April 19th is going to be the closure of that block approximately. Dude. So Devin, the Bitcoin halving is it's this thing that happens algorithmically when you reach a certain block closure based on the blockchain. Right, so that's going to be, I forgot the exact number of blocks, but I think it's every 210,000 or something like that, right? You got to correct me, guys, if I'm wrong here, right? So I think it's every 210,000 blocks there is a Bitcoin halving, and that's where price action just pretty much gets on a buy-side algo, and the thing just rips and rips and rips. And this is the reason why price action has come to the prior all-time high of $69,000 is because the halving is about to happen. And historically speaking, at least since the first halving in 2009, price action in BTC has ripped historically. I mean, it went like from $12 to $9,000, I think. And then the second halving, I think it was like 15,000 to 40,000 or something like that. The third was around 20,000 to 69,000, and now I think we're on the fourth now, I think. So there is massive price action to happen here soon with BTC, and that's why people are loading up, right? So that's why I'm saying that this is a good thing. It is a good thing that we're facing this sell-off here on BTC because, guys, that's going to allow a nice opportunity to long some freaking altcoin or something, or BTC itself. Because if you guys remember what we talked about yesterday, you guys have my targets now for BTC, right? We literally spoke about this yesterday. I'm thinking of a potential 86 to 90,000 Bitcoin. And this is presenting a pretty nice opportunity for us to get long. And, but yeah, so that's a quick little analysis here on BTC. So just like always, team, let's look at the broader markets before we continue onto the onto the tickers, right? So the SPY today definitely experienced some pressure, right? So, and some pressure was to keep things a bit light here. But I will say that the targets that we talked about did meet here with a pretty certain, I mean, it was definite accuracy, right? Look at this. So based on yesterday or last night's analysis, we were talking about a downside on the SPY of 520.97 to 520.62. And if you can take a look at the low value here on the L, just take a look at that value there saying 520.97. And that's literally the target that we were pointing at just yesterday. So the thing came in with a 100% accuracy to the downside. And I got to say, I didn't think that target was going to get reached at one point when we were up here somewhere around the 521 mark. And whatever had to happen, happened. And price action continued on to the downside, and it reached perfectly to the penny what we were talking about, which was just miraculous. It doesn't happen like that all the time, guys, but we try our best, right? Just like Mark Roach is saying, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, right? Interact with us so that we can be able to get that algorithm finesse, so we can get some more viewers and some more members in the ARCa trading team. And now, okay, so let's observe the potentials for tomorrow. What did we end up closing at? So this was your daily closure, traditional close at 522.16. Let's look at the 12-hour. We have a 521.67, so it did continue to the lower bound ever so slightly. That means that we could face a continuation to the downside, okay? So if we do get an upside, which honestly could be happening right now, let me take a look at the 24-hour market and see what's up. So the 24-hour market on the SPY is we're currently sitting at what 522.05. Yeah, so it is coming up a bit right now, right? So it's at 522.05 right now. This was something that I even talked to OGG, my buddy, right? I told him that there could be a short-term upside. There we go. So options is giving us, these are the metrics here, guys, for the BTC run. Sorry, guys. So options is saying first was like $12 to $11.52. The second was $664 to $17,000. Then it was $9,700 to $67,549, followed by the dip, followed by the $69,000. November 2021, we capitulated down to $15,007. $15,007 then bounced into, we then consolidated for a while, then it started making up the legs from there, right? So, and that's, I did have the distribution, the accumulation distribution up here too. And, oh man, you know what? I think I'm not even sure if I actually saved it. Let me see. The newest, first, not by name. Let me see. It was untitled. It could be this one here. It might be with the distribution. Yeah, this one here. Okay. So this is the accumulation distribution coined by Crown, Eric Crown Crypto. So this marks off every single time that the accumulation distribution chart went from red to green, right? So that red to green mark has been pretty accurate in determining where that major shift is. So, and that typically happens right at around the second wave high, right? So this, in this case here, the 12, this is the all-time history chart, right? So this is the 1,160 top side. Then it came back down to around $300, and then it came back up to around 728. That 728 just so happens to be very close to where we went from red to green. From that moment where we went red to green, price action on Bitcoin went berserk. It went from $469 or whatever that was. It rose 4,000% to that 20,000 mark, right? So, and it tends to do this. It tends to do this often, right? We got this top side here on the first, let's see, this was the 2011 iteration here, or 2012. That top side came up to $32. Then we dropped all the way down to $2, right? So $32 to $2. And then we got that second wave high to be figured at around $8. And that's roughly where we went from red to green on the accumulation distribution. From that point, we went up 13,000%. It went literally from $6 all the way to $12.59. So let's kind of move forward here and just take a look or a peep at where we presently are, right? So at this point, this was the red to green mark right about here. So from this price here, we're already testing the second wave high right here. So what will it be? You know, I mean, this thing has been, it feels kind of mathematical, because look at the iterations, 13,700 down to 4,000%, down to 512%. What is this going to be? 205, 200%, 150? Let's just say that this is going to be a 150% rise. That puts us at $173,000 Bitcoin. Bro, come on. Whatever the hell that's going to be, let's just go. Right? So that's the speculation here, team. Know that that's what I'm observing. Just wanted to put together a quick little chart here for you to observe accumulation distribution based on the monthly opening. Okay, so just taking on data in a different direction here, so that you can you can practice your next moves. Right? So yeah, I do. Options is saying it declines on average 4 times, meaning I expect a 150% spike increase in BTC after this year's halving. My price target is 140 to 150K, spike by next year this time. I'm thinking maybe around 170 to 180,000 Bitcoin by maybe October, November next year. Dude, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. And my targets this month, this month of April, I've already talked to you about it. My targets on this month of April are somewhere between 86 to 90,000 Bitcoin. So heads up on that, and keep yourself safe in the markets, right? So sorry about that, team. That's now officially going to end the BTC analysis. So let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY here and see what the probabilities are for a continuation to the downside. I did not run the back test of volatility versus momentum. I couldn't find the time with it today, right? Considering the 3 videos released, the master's course, and now the market prep, right? But we could still observe the potentials here. We're looking at critical contraction on the 12-hour time frame with a downside pivot on stochastics. That usually leads to a pretty strong downside. Okay, now the targets that we were observing yesterday are still in play. The 520.97 to 520.62, and even the 518.40 to 517.37. I still believe that we have those targets to reach. Now, if we did reach even all the way down here to 518 from the 522 from the 521 that we're reaching, that's barely any change in the price action. We're talking about just another higher low, and that's not even the macro higher low. I really feel like this thing could even drop to around 5, maybe even 514 to I mentioned an aggressive target yesterday. I mentioned the 503 target because that was the NVIDIA gap. So if we did drop all the way down to 503, I got to tell you that that's still a higher low. You know, in a macro perspective, you're still bullish. And that's only worst case scenario. But we're talking about price action leading into tomorrow. So let's observe this real quick. Let's look at the 24-hour chart and see what we have here, right? Okay. So your current time frame is leading towards the downside of 521. We realize that. Okay, that's good. And let me see the 12-hour now. 12-hour is suggesting a 519 target. We are pretty much 2. And if we were to move on the daily, yeah, the daily is giving us a 519 target as well. But remember that the average true range here is around $4.09 on the daily time frame. Okay, so $4.09, that means that tomorrow, yeah, we could be observing some lower targets, maybe 517.37 to maybe even, I guess we can even see 516.01. Right, I'm going to mark this here so that we can keep that in mind. If it does capitulate, right, the thing is that we have to really see where we open the price at pre-market. And then we'll be able to determine that. Because remember, right now, price action on the 24-hour market is sitting around the 522.05 area. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to have to wait a little bit here. But I do see a downside continuation. So, if let's just say this. If we do gap down in the early part, we're talking about pre-market. If we gap down, there could be an immediate recovery to test the 520.97 all the way up to the 522.16. That's going to be the risk here. So if we open up, say, for example, at 519.50, this thing is very likely going up to fill that gap either to the prior bar low, 520.94, or all the way to the area of 522.04. Okay, so we got to be careful if that does happen, because then we're going to be faced with the decision of sentiment, whether taking this thing to a continuation to the upside, so it's going to be a complete gap fill reversal, or we're going to just gap and go, right? So we just got to figure that out. And those are the two potential situations right now. If we did continue to the upside, resistances are literally new all-time highs. 527.92 statistically speaking. Okay, so that's quite the target. Now, to support the continuation to the downside, we can look no further than actually the DXY, right? This is your dollar value. This is your dollar index, and it is completely bullish. It is breaking market structure right here. That's your 104.98 top, 105, and we are completely surpassing that right now. And this has continued to the upside. So as long as the dollar value continues to the upside, that means that equities will naturally face a downside continuation. So let me take a look at, hold on just a sec. Let me pull up the WTI here for the May contract. And if I'm not mistaken, we had an upside today in oil as well. So let's see. We did. We definitely did. So oil opened up today at 80.61. It definitely moved up all the way to 81.13, and it's still consolidating, but with that upside. That is your inverse reaction. The bullish oil, the bullish dollar, bullish VIX, meaning volatility going up, bonds going up, yield going up. All of that means decline on the equity side. Okay, team. So it's just in the data right here, right? It's just the way we're seeing things. You notice how this is continuing to the upside here. When we were facing the downside right in this area here, that's when the equity started going up for that bit, right? For those 4 days straight. Now that we're facing today was the quarter open, and we just capitulated. And the quarter open today for oil futures literally went up. Okay, so got to be careful here. Keep an eye on your VIX, right? This is another thing that we want to look at here, because this thing went all the way up to 14. So the closer we get to 16 on the VIX, that's going to be your bear cycle. Okay, so if we reach 16 of the VIX, that's going to be big time bearish for risk on assets. Okay, so you got to be careful at those targets here. Eyeballs on the VIX, eyeballs on the DXY as it continues here beyond the range highs, right? We're talking about 104.99 break, 105 break here. And to the upside, well, we can take a look at the stats here and see how far this can go. So, man, this can move about 45 cents on average. So that would naturally put us at about 105.45, 105.50, right about there. So that means that the markets may still consider a continuation to the downside here. So we're facing more pressure to the downside. 4-hour time frame on the DXY, it's looking still bullish, although the stochastic momentum is looking a little corrective here, but we still have a continuation suggestion. And not only that, is that we're potentially trading a bull flag here on the 4-hour time frame. Measured move is as follows. So let's go ahead and take a trend line here from the top of the price action down to the bottom. And this would be taking us to a target of about 105.20. And this is barely the target that we're observing here, because the average true range is leading us to a 105.45. So this is halfway that target, and I do think that the markets could face a continuation to the downside. We did speak about this, though. We spoke about a downside for the markets Monday and Tuesday before a potential recovery or a bounce of sorts, right? We'll probably get that bounce into maybe Wednesday. And then, it's okay, right? That's why we're ambidextrous traders. I encourage you to join the ARCa Bulls trading team, and so that you can see how these plays kind of play out. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that link here for you, so that you could consider joining the trading team. So we're on at about 6 a.m. Pacific time, and to trade the financial markets, right? So here you go. This is going to be the invite link in the chat here for YouTube. Chad, what is up, my brother? Good to see you here. And now, LPB, you messing me up, my bro. Dude, good to see you, man. But yeah, you guys, let's continue the analysis here, right? So that's going to be your overall downside thesis regarding the DXY, right? So let's take a look at some picks here. So Mark Roach, let's take a look at your ticker TPET. That's going to be Trio Petroleum. And we can see here that today there was a massive surge in price action, opening up the day at 928 before it reached 1396 and completely gave it back, right? Well, I guess an 80% return here. But look at the after hours, though. Look at this thing reach to new highs, to 1510 after hours. My goodness, look at the 12-hour now. Bam, look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so this has enough thrust to shift momentum in lots of time frames. So let's go ahead and look at that now, okay? So 4-hour time frame, let's look at volatility versus momentum here. Huge upside continuation in the bullish control zone. We have volatility entering now the critical expansion zone of 90% and up. This is definitely suggesting a continuation to the upside. Bullish engulfing on a 4-hour time frame here. and outside bar beyond the pre-market high as well, right? So that is incredibly bullish. Let's continue the analysis here. Let's see the 6-hour time frame. Do we have that? Yep, we have the upside pivot, bullish control zone, entering critical expansion here. So we're literally hitting the gas to the upside on this ticker, and it may still have a continuation to go. 8-hour time frame, same situation. Critical expansion, upside pivot, entering your bullish control zone, looking very healthy. 12-hour time frame, very much entering your critical expansion and an upside pivot here. That is a very convincing upside. All of these time frames suggesting an upside with all of these expansive levels, right? That's all leading to a higher probability move and continuation based on maybe a couple days here, a few days maybe. 30-minute time frame, we have that upside with critical expansion. 1-hour time frame, bi-hourly time frame, all of those are set up with the same setup. That usually, guys, when you see multiple time frames with the same suggestion of direction and bias with the expansion level or contraction level, that usually ends up being a pretty strong signal towards whomever is leading the way. So let's take this to the 8-hour time frame and take a look at where the bulls are presently sitting as far as trend is concerned. Well, massively up, right? So the bulls are in control here. We are sitting at almost 22% of the ADX. I would like to see a 25% ADX, but we may actually have that in, maybe actually the 6-hour or the 4-hour, right? There we go. The 4-hour time frame is one of my minimum time frames to consider upside for a few days. And we're absolutely at 25%, 26% trend. And the DI plus is leading the way. Those are the bulls in control here. So, as far as the shorter time frame leading into tomorrow, very likely this continues to the upside. Immediate short-term time frame, we may be able to see something there, right? So there is about a top out here on the 5-minute time frame, which means that we may be able to pull back to a relevant support. But let's kind of validate that, right? Because everything is pretty much erect here, and it's still suggesting a continuation. So if it is going to be in the 5-minute, let's look at the 4-minute, right? It gets a little weird there. But let's just look at what the probabilities are for correction, right? Or a temporary pullback. Well, that actually may be very near. That could be at about 15.11 before price action. Actually, it already did a 15.11 too. It did 15.10, right? So it went to that 15.10. We may be able to pull back here to 14.04 or about 13.73 before a continuation to the upside. Something tells me here that this target of about 14 cents is going to be the strongest one, but we're going to go ahead and just note both of those targets there for our convenience. Okay, just like this here. Let's leave it about 13.81 to about 14.01, right? So that's come on, man. Let's get rid of that. Just like this here. There you go. 14.01 to 13.81 could be your higher probability pullback before a continuation to the upside. Historically speaking here, and I really mean short-term history, we're looking at this. It's a symmetrical. It is a symmetrical wedge. Oh, yeah, nice. All right, so yeah, we can put some targets on this, right? Just like I actually would do it just like this. And then we have your targets to the upside based on these resistances right over here. So this is your right-angled descending broadening wedge, or a right-angled descending broadening wedge. There we go. If you can say that correctly, freaking 5 times here, right? This does have a price objective as well. It really depends on where we break out. This is practicing arguably 1, 2. Damn. Guys, this is the test number 3. I hope that it isn't. Let me see if there's any finessing that we can do here. And if we can't, then you're so lucky, right? You are so lucky. Yeah. Okay. So this is this is your new topside here. Let me I'm going to tell you why. Right here. Yeah, man, thank goodness for that, bro. One test, you have your two tests here, 3 and 4. Good. That makes it a true breakout test, because if we did the top side here, that would only put you at test number 3, meaning that test number 3, using the rule book, this is set to capitulate pretty hard. But since we are on the test 4 breakout, there is a continuation probability, and that continuation probability is leaning towards the bulls. Okay, so your measured move, where is that? Well, if this next 30-minute candle closes clean above this resistance of 1434, then there could be a pretty insane upside on this to follow. So let's just kind of, let's just say that we were to break out here on, let's just say that it were maybe around 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So if that's the case, then we'll get a trend line just like this, right? From the top side of the formation to the very bottom side, and you simply apply it on that top side. So just that we said 11, right? So right around there. Not that it freaking matters, but whatever. Your top side target could be around 33.16 based on the traditional trading rules of this formation breakout. Okay, so that's it's freaking massive, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look. Come in on. Let's go ahead and take a look at just a sec, team. Just a moment. Sorry about that, team. Let's continue. Right. Let's take a fib here to see if we can get this top side target figured out. And yeah, it's very much in line with the 2.272 at 34.39. We're looking at 33.16. That's completely confluent to the geometrics here. If we were to face a pullback, then I would really look at this target here to the upside. I think in a discretionary fashion, we could maybe see... it is a range, right? So I'm going to put 1624 to the top side of the 1.272 at just about 18 cents. And there is this focus at the 50%, and that's going to be your 1710. Okay, so this could be the area where we can resist, pull back, validate support, and continue. Okay, so is that a probability here? Let's take a look at the stats window and see if it does match. So, right. Yeah, we have to look at the 24-hour chart because of the price action that happened in the post-market. We still can't see it. Not even in the 20. Let me see the 12-hour. Jeez, dude. The price action was so damn massive here. The price action is so damn massive here that I do think that yeah, I'm not getting the suggestion here. Let's see. 17. Hold on. Hold up just for a sec. Let me look at the daily. I just can't see it because of all the price action that happened afterward. That was huge. Yeah, so we're looking at a potential, and the 8-hour time frame is suggesting 16 cents, and we already have 1624 on deck here. I'm going to have to stick to a team. If I'm going to do this in a discretionary fashion, I'm going to do it like that. I think that, personally speaking, this would be your area of critical resistance. Let me look at the 24-hour within the average true range. 2 cents up. Are we sitting at 15 right now? Let me see if this is this thing trading the 24-hour markets. Let me see. Oh, guys, my son came in and dropped my dog in here, and this fool's now crying. Hold on. What is the ticker here? This was TPET. it's sitting at 15 for sure, right? So 15, 16, 17, that's going to be your 2 cents in average true range, just over 2 cents. Yeah. I'm going to stick to it. 1624 to 1795 with a focus of 1710 is your resistance tomorrow. If this thing FOMOs out like crazy and continues on, that's because of social sentiment and no other reason. But I'm sticking to it. Joseph, yeah, man. This is a great opportunity for Bitcoin to fall this low. And it could go lower. Off-grid Gorilla, I'm okay, dude. It's just my son, dude. Guys, let me just take my dog out of here because he's like over there like pew 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 pew. Hold on, let me just boot him out of here. Just a quick sec. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm back. Let's do this thing. Okay, so yeah, like I said, team, I'm going to have to stick to this topside target first. We come up to the 1624 to 1795, 1710 focus, pull back. We're going to validate 2 different zones, 1496 or the 1499, wherever we are, down to, yeah, this would be your complete range right down here. 1382 to 1499, focused at 1438. So upside, downside, validation of support. If we can continue it, then there would be a continuation to the upside. 3 cents on average is what you're moving here. So 18, 19, 20, 21. That would put us shy of the 1.618 by... What date are we in today? That's going to be Monday. Wednesday or Thursday, we should be surpassing 22. If it does continue with bullish sentiment. So that is my final thought here for ticker symbol TPET. It is absolutely strong, and it is suggesting a continuation to the upside. This is a 24-hour iteration of literally the biggest bullish engulfing you could ever see in your life, right? So that's the green body engulfing the prior red body. And a complete outside bar breaking structure from a swing range here from February all the way up to today. That's breaking the structure completely. So very nice, very nice. Good pick on this one, my brother. Thank you, Mark Roach. I got you, buddy. I got you, man. I got you. All right, you guys. So let's see. Let's continue on the next pick here. We were looking at ticker symbol KULR. And let's see what we have in store for this ticker. So traditional market close led to 41 cent close. Let's see the 12-hour here. 12-hour is at 41.96, and this is looking strangely familiar to a bull flag, right? But we were talking about these downside targets and this chop zone for already a few days, right? So we're still respecting what we talked about, right? We're still within those bounds. Now, if this thing were to break to the upside, well, that would be. I'm gonna give you 2 different targets because this I really don't like it when we FOMO wick up like that, to that 53.46. That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna give you the first target from this bull flag. First measured move could be that it's very interesting the way this is being measured. So this is going to be your first measured move here. That would be a topside about 55.97. If we were to utilize the FOMO wick, then that, of course, right, takes us to an even more ridiculous target. So let's put that at the top of the price action here, and that would be 83.08. Okay, so something tells me that it makes sense geometrically no matter which way we can look at this, right? So, well, there you go, right? So you're looking at 8308, and you have an 8721 at the 3 spot 618. So that puts you in a range between the 3 spot 272 and the 3 spot 618. Perfectly in the middle is your 8308 and the 50% of the return. So that's impressive. And your next upside here has a lot to do with the space between the 2 fib and the 1 spot 618. 52 to 5765. Your focus is 5597 at the first breakout target. Okay, so yeah, and if KULR is to continue to the upside, what will it need? Well, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame and determine that now. So 4-hour time frame, yeah, this is already pivoted towards the upside. We're in a contraction phase, although I will say that this volatility looks like it's about to shift again. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's about to start another expansion phase here. It's probably going to cross over this in the immediate short term. So yeah, the 4-hour time frame is suggesting a continuation to the upside, which means the 1 hour is probably already there. Yep, huge upside continuation on the hourly. This is very likely to continue to the upside, and I think that your daily time frame topside target is saying here about 45 cents, right? So 45 cents would lead us right above here, since we do have a 5-cent average true range, right? So 45, 46 cents. Tangible target would be the 46.54. Okay, so let's make that a little bit of a range here, because that's going to be the breakout. And we're also going to use that as the resistance level to come back and test this, the top side of this little mini bull flag here, right? So that technically, actually speaking about this is probably the measured move to that resistance, the tiny bull flag here. So you take a trend line, right, just like this, to the bottom side of the flag, apply it to the top side, and you're looking at about a 47.52. And yeah, that could be it. I would really suggest a pullback here from 46.70 to 45.11. We'll likely come back down to this area here. I know that it's a range, right, but we'll likely come back down to this range of 42.87, validate resistance, and then continue to the upside. If it does fail, and if it does want to make a full circle move, don't be afraid, because this could certainly reach the 34.50, 34.75 area, right? That's here, your daily ATR low. I don't think that it'll do that personally, but it's just we must keep in mind that simple fact. And here's one more thing to keep in mind too. This is in a very bullish position as we speak. Price action is currently bouncing on the hourly time frame from 40.03. Now, where is 40.03 within the fibs? Take a look at this. This is your golden pocket here. Your golden pocket located between the knot 382 fib and the knot 618 fib. That is a very bullish area to bounce out of, right? You're going to get this quick bounce here, continue to the upside, and probably continues onwards, right? So let's see the 6-hour time frame. Yeah, shift to the upside is already happening there. So yeah, immediate short-term time frames are pivoted towards the upside. This is likely to continue. Heads up on this play. It may do it. My bro, you missed TPET. Oh, dude, it's a nice play, man. Definitely a nice play. I would suggest you come back to this, man, and observe my full thread, right? This is going to be your right-angled broadening descending wedge, or descending broadening wedge. Pull back here to the zone of around 1382 maybe-ish. And actually, no, this thing would probably continue to the upside first. Your 1624 to 1795 focus zone at 1710. This will be your resistance. Then it'll come back into this zone here of about 1381 to about 1401. And then we're going to bounce to the upside here. But the take profit target for this formation is leading towards a potential 33. And almost every time frame from 30-minute to the 12-hour is supporting a huge expansion phase with stochastic momentum pivoted towards the upside. So heads up on that, man. This is a good play. KULR also a good play too, right? It looks like it's about to break out from that 42.76 potential top sides right up there. Remember, team, 46.70 to 45.11, potential wick up to 47.59, tied to the one spot 272 right up here. Rejection on this will come back and validate this zone, likely to be right in that 42.87 area before a continuation to the upside. And measured moves here could lead to a first target of about 56.10 based on one way of measuring this bull flag. But then the FOMO way of measuring the bull flag can lead to a very confluent 79.82 to 87.23 with a very nice focus right at 83.08. So that is the recap here for the plays that we've been looking at, right? Remember, the SPY is also set to continue to the downside. We have some targets down here, 520.97 to 520.62. Potential downside could be even figured at 517.37 to 518.40. Okay, so heads up on that. And while we're observing this, let me just actually, you know what? Let me look at that ticker symbol Veri here, right? VERI. This was per request. And let's see what we're facing here. Okay, so right off the bat, we need to point out something very important, right? We're noticing here a decline in volume, and we're also noticing an incline in price, right? So that is your bearish divergence, volume versus price. We have to observe things like this because that could present danger towards the bulls, which now makes me feel like I would like to observe momentum versus price to see if there is something in store for us there, right? So let's just take a Let's just take a look. Huh? I don't know what the heck that sound was. All right, but it scared the crap out of me. My goodness. All right, so there is one drive in here. Hold on, guys. My goodness, I don't know what all that rustling is out there. But here we go. This is one drive of hidden bearish divergence. It is validated. Okay, that is the lower high on price. And if we match the trough, that's your higher high on the RSI. So yeah, you have a bearish, a hidden, yeah, this is hidden bearish divergence, and it looks like you have another one. Oh yeah, you do. So this is another higher high, and that would be this trough, the very top side. This would be the red candle, or right here, and that would be your lower high. So yeah, we're getting divergent drives here, hidden variety for the downside. We are on a daily time frame. Stochastic momentum is pivoted towards the downside, and we're still critically expanded. So that means that we are throttling towards the downside, at least on the daily time frame, but it does look like it's providing a potential bull flag as well. And if we are to support that, your RSI is bouncing from a very bullish area. This is your gravitational zone with the SMA 14 combination for a continuation to the upside here. So that bearish drive, or both of these bearish drives, may have already met their maker, right? That could have already been done. And we're now potentially finding some other type of bullish divergence, which, well, there it is, right? This is one here. This trough on the bottom side, this is going to make a higher low to this trough here. And you have to meet the trough would be down here to make a lower high. Yeah, that's totally it. So you now have it's very tiny, but you do have a validated hidden bullish divergence. Damn, it's hidden as well. So yeah, you definitely have a couple drives of hidden bullish divergence about to combat this these two drives of hidden bearish divergence. Okay, so yeah, it's being replaced right now as we speak. Good deal. So that alone is telling me that this is a bull flag, and the measured move for this could be observed like this, right? So take that top trend line, right, from the top side of the price action to the bottom side of the pullback, apply it to the top, and a target could be observed at about $9.87. Let me take a fib to that. Let's take a fib to that. Just like this. Damn. So that's very close to the 2 fib. In fact, almost exactly it. So yeah, it's reason enough. It is reason enough. And if we are to face a topside resistance, yeah, we have a range here. So that's definitely your 2.272 at 1088, which is pretty much the top of the price action right up here. So if I were to meet that, I think I would choose the 1103 from the 1088 all the way down to that psychological 987. Just like this. 988 is fine. All right, so that's your top bound here. But how long will it take for us to reach that? First of all, let me see the 12 hour. That's going to be at 547, 536 close on traditional hours. We would need to break inside of the golden pocket first, right? We need to break into this zone, which is your 611 to 563, also known as your golden pocket, not 618 to the not 382. Bouncing around in here would definitely send price action to an upside, a pretty nice upside too, right? And very good news here is that the price action is also meeting a decline in volume. So that means that the bear strength is kind of over here as well. So yeah, validators here for a continuation are definitely in. And I would just, a couple little things to observe, right? 5 minute time frame above the EMA 200, likely to continue here. And how soon though? Let's see the 4 hour. Sorry, let me leave this one here on the 5 minute here. And let's pull this one here to the 4 hour time frame. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're getting an upside pivot already. Contraction phase starting. Let's see the hourly. Hourly time frame. A little bit of consolidation here, but I can see why. We consolidated pretty much all day. But yeah, this is getting ready for a continuation to the upside. Okay, so heads up on this. It is going to be kind of a trek to the upside. It doesn't look like it's the most volatile. In fact, let's pull up the stats window and see how much it can move. It looks like it can move at almost 80 cents on an average true range, right? So on a daily basis. So your top side target that we are to observe here is certainly within our bounds. We're looking at your daily time frame upside to $6, and we're already talking about a resistance level between 563 and 611. Right in the middle is your not 0.5 at 586. So yeah, we're meeting the statistics pretty nice in a discretionary fashion. Man, my son. Okay. And yeah, so if we are to pull back here at any time, let's look at that 5 minute time frame, as it does have a, oh dude, the RSI is breaking out too. My goodness. Okay, then in this case, we have to look at a natural pullback, and that may not be too, it may not be too substantial here. Okay, so. But know that I'm practicing this with the markets closed, okay? So there could be a pullback, but it may not be overall the entire pullback you want to see, right? Because I do think that we can come back to the low of day at around 526 before it continues. So I'm going to give you a range, 526 to 511, because that's going to be your, today's pre-market low, and tomorrow's prior day pre-market low to tomorrow's prior day low. Sorry to say it like that. It just has to be, right? We're talking about tomorrow's price action for today. Today's price action for tomorrow. Sorry. Just, you know what I mean, damn it. Here's your low target. All right. 526 to 510, pull back, then bounce. Don't hold it against me. What's up, Seb? Good to see you in the chat, man. Oh, dude. Goodness gracious, man. I freaking crack myself up sometimes. Jeez Louise. All right, so and then the bounce to the upside, we were already observing the $6 zone, right? So remember, the targets here to the upside are $5.63 to $6.11, and there is where did I put my fibs? Right, I think I looked at them here in the hourly time frame. Where are they? There they are. Yeah, so to the 586, right? So 563, 611, 586, at daily average true range, $6. So right in this area here is what we're observing. Immediate short-term pullback, first to 510 to 526, then bounce into this area here. All right. So that is it for ticker symbol VERI, right? In this, let's go ahead and now move on to the next ticker here. Let's look at CXAI. And this ticker freaking ripped to the upside like nobody's business, right? I did have it in my watch list here. It looks like CXAI made a 151% run. Where the hell did it close? 707 top side, 615 close in a 596 post market. Where is that in conjunction to? Oh man, that is incredible. It does have a high, well, I would say the support zone is a little tight here, right? So, but it is really far away as well. Damn. All right, let me put it down. Support area could be found between 577 to, no, hold on. Right about here to 499. And that's based on this top side here. And it looks like price action already did that on the 12 hour. Take a look right there. So now if we are to continue here, what is needed? Let's see the 4 hour time frame for momentum. Huge upside. Definitely hitting the gas. We're critically expanded here. Oh man, that's nice. Let's see. This may be flashed a little too hard right now. So your daily, yeah, I can't even see it. Let me look at the 24-hour chart. Yeah, I definitely can't see it. Let me see the 12-hour. There we go. All right, let's use the 12-hour for now. Right, so that's giving you a top side of about 674 based on a 12-hour ATR. 674, huh? Let's see. How? I guess this was a huge cup and handle. Damn. Right, so yeah, let's measure that, I guess. Let's see what that top end could be. It could have been like this here. I hate the freaking cup and handle. Right, so that gave off a target of about 637. It did meet it. Psychological target did meet. So it is practicing psychology pretty nicely. Okay, next thing to kind of observe here is a larger time frame cup and handle. Right, so that's a freaking another one. Just ridiculous. I don't like this. This is the huge ugly ass cup here, and then this is the big ass handle. Right, so. I dislike this formation with a burning passion, right? So let me let me just give you here the top bound, right? So something like this here is your top of the cup, definite regression. Okay, let's pull this back down to the absolute low, and then you apply it to the top side of the cup. And we would be expecting a target of about 1189. I can't see beyond because of all this price action that happened in the post market. It's hard for me to see the stats here. But what we could do is run a Fibonacci retracement, right? So let's do the range high. Swing high to swing low. And it is very much correlated to the 3-spot 272 yet again, right? So yeah, you guys can see. For those of you who watch me often, right, you know I talk about the 272 targets and the 618 a lot. And, of course, your golden pocket, too. So, yeah, so it looks like your top bound here could be around that those targets there. But that's really high for now. What I do think that we'll experience first would be your 12-hour, this would be your 12-hour top side to around 449. And we're already observing that potential. So, yeah, I think 499 to 577. Focus at around 524. This is going to expand just a little bit because of all this damn price action, right? OGG, rest well, my bro. Love you, dude. I'll catch you in the AM. Adios, my brother. Peace out, man. Okay, now let's guys, that's gonna I think that I'm sorry, what was I saying here? I can't see the price action. This was already the prior day's price action. Sorry, this is the support back down to 499 to 524. support first, then an upside. For the love of everything good and evil, right? Whatever. So if we're going to experience a resistance first, team, the resistance is a range here, right? So let me give you that one little bit here. 2.618906 to about 946. That would be your resistance to validate your prior day's high, which could be at about 709. All right. And then the likelihood to continue would be pretty great. 71 cents. I still can't tell. But your 12-hour time frame is leading to a 674. So if that's really the case, damn. I honestly could see that higher. The daily time frame may expand that. But we're not going to be able to see it until market open. Okay, team. So heads up on that. I already saw ticker symbol VE. All right, let's look at CLSK. And right, so CLSK, this was the one I was talking about earlier that I could see the setup already. And this was it pretty much right here, right? So this was, I see the regression here. Contact, and contact point. We could have also faced it like this. Let me see. Oh, I feel much better like that. It's a little awkward, but it is it. So let's see how this thing is behaving. Okay. Breaking out from the 75% to the apex of the triangle, that's healthy. Bitcoin going to 60K. CoinFox giving us our bottom side target, team. That's what we were looking for, right? That's going to be pretty much a $10,000 decline here. Let's kill it. All right. So did we meet the targets here? So let's remember these breakout formations, these triangles, right? They give you three potential targets. You get the breakout from the clean break, the closing of the candle on a clean break. You get the center of the triangle and the very highest bound of the triangle in the back, right? So those are going to be your three targets, your three amigos, right? So this is your first target is already realized, obviously, right? Your second target was almost realized. That was up to 25.54. We went up to 24.72. And your highest bound would be, to about 31.14. All right, so I can't really tell you that this is going to just make a continuation to the upside from here. But what I am observing here is that this is a pennant. It broke out, and now it's coming back in to test it. Sometimes, you guys, this completely fails. Okay, that's only sometimes, all right? But if this is going to be that, notice here that on a daily time frame, we never came back to validate that support. So this very well could be that, okay? But it is very close to an inflection. What's your 12-hour close on this? 1858 to 1884, yeah. I was expecting the upside here because this is your inflection point right at this low of this candle here. Closing below 1863. Yeah, that'll send price action down to a lower target, likely into this potential gap here of 1686 to about 1640. So I'm going to just jot that down here and keep it in our probabilities, right? So let's pull up the stats window and see what we could do. So there you go, right? Take a look at this. Daily ATR low, 1695. We're talking about a 1689 to 1647 in complete discretion. Top side could be the target of about 22 cents. And we're right there, 2184 to 2237. So this is your range right in here. So let's see how that works out. I think your 30-minute time frame, let's see. Let me go smaller. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get an upside first. And if we are to face an upside first, then Let me see if I have any moving averages up there, but I'll give you my discretionary top. Yeah, I'll give it to you like that. The SMA. Let me make sure that I have my EMA 200 in there too. That's a little too far away. Okay, SMA 200 at about 1901 to 1913, which matches. It matches your average true range. So yeah, I do think that in the immediate short-term time frame we go up and then we go down. Okay, so that is pretty much the move that I'm observing here, and that's going to be based on, I believe it was the 4 hour, right? Yeah, there you go. So those are the probabilities here, right? We probably do see that. 19 cents is a little short there, but yeah, we were talking about a potential top side actually of 2184 to 2237. So immediate short-term time frame up 19 cents, then back down to this area of about 1666 to about, what was it again, 1689. And then we would face a bounce to resist at those $22 tops, very similar to the daily ATR range. And I think all would be said and done right from there. Hold on just a sec, team. And let's go ahead and move on here and see what's next, right? So, guys, let's take a look at ticker symbol Tesla. This is going to be back to our analyses here. So let's observe what Tesla is doing, because Tesla was honestly the most balanced play today. It was amazing to see how well Tesla behaved during its downside. It usually does not move the way it moved today. It was almost a straight down line, and then it bounced from that 170.21. We have some of the master students put down those targets down there, and they realized their gains on this. So it was very nice. It was a good trading day in the ARCa Bulls trading team. So once again, team, please remember to join. And then also, let me put here into circulation one more time that I am opening up an 8 to 12 week mentorship strategies program, right? So please go ahead and reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com, and I'll pass you over that. I'll pass over the disclaimer and the syllabus and all that good stuff, right? So 30-minute time frame here is already building. It's already building a continuation to the downside. RSI is presently breaking below the SMA 14, and it's approaching the gravitational zone. DMI, your DI minus is starting to cross above the DI plus. No trend just yet, though. So this is let me see your hourly time frame on this. That's your gravitational zone pull here. It's likely to come down. Yeah, guys, it looks like Tesla is going to continue to the downside here yet again. And remember that Tesla does have kind of a wide range, right? So let's look at the stats window. 168 bottom, right? So yeah, we're looking at a $7.50 average true range on the daily. Huge. Very, very big. So yeah, guys, just wait for Tesla here. It feels like it's going to continue to the downside. If we were to face any type of upside, I think it would be to validate either your SMA 50 or your SMA or your EMA 200. So there could be a bounce to 174.23 to about 174.47 before a complete continuation to the downside. And I will say that if there's no play on this, unless we break above the prior day's high of around 175.59, but that may be a fake out. That there may be no follow through on that breakout play. I'm noticing that the breakout plays are becoming really difficult in the current times. It looks like scalper's paradise is in. And then inversely speaking, yet again, right? So these were the targets that we talked about last night, that we would reach 172.17 to 167.63, and price action came down to 170.21 within the bounds that we were looking for. That's still what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm looking for 172.17 to 167.63. Take a look at our daily average true range low, 168. All right. So that is it for ticker symbol Tesla there. And let me go ahead and take a look at this. The earnings are coming in, right? Nice. What is up, Jay Abrams, my brother? Let's take a look at your ticker real quick. NWBO, right? Good to see you, my bro. I hope everything is good with you. Okay. So this is your NWBO ticker here, right? Let's see what it has in store for us. Let's observe the daily time frame first and see what it's looking like. Oh, right. So these, I remember specifically putting out these targets to the downside. So it looks like, damn, it looks like we reached perfectly just a few days ago, right? This was on last Friday. So we reached that downside target of 46.98, almost to the penny, 47.10. And then it bounced. So that's a natural bounce. What we're experiencing here is the validation of resistance from the breakdown formation that we actually used, right there. So that is your resistance grab, and this is likely the continuation to the downside here. If it is going to extend to the downside, then this target would be your bottom bound, right at about 38.11. And that is based on, this is a descending triangle or right angle triangle during an uptrend. So if you get this right angle triangle, you get the flat bottom with price declining here, lower highs. That's usually a pretty bearish signal and a continuation or a reversal signal, right? So if it is going to continue, remember, if it is going to continue to the full extension, then we are potentially experiencing a drop to 30. I'm going to give you the range here this time. Okay. So this is going to be a zone, because I got very lucky here to call within 3 microcents, right, of the target. That's a very lucky shot. So I'm going to give you a range here instead. This is going to be your 38.13 to 39.95 bottom side. And let's validate that, though. Let's see if there is a continuation based on volatility versus momentum. Okay, so yeah, there definitely is. Your RSI is actually resisting from the SMA 14 here. Not even to mention the head and shoulders formation on momentum. We have a downside pivot on stochastics, and we're throttling towards that downside too. So let's take this into account first. Hold on. If there's going to be a corrective pivot, I want to find a corrective one. Okay, yeah, there it is. So your hourly time frame appears to have an upside bias. If it does reach that upside bias, it's likely to resist at around 56.25. And 56.25 is a range to about 58.08. Hold on just a sec. I'll come back to the stats window in just a bit. 58.08 top, right about there, to about that 56.35. That could be your immediate short-term upside. Now let's come back to the stats. Okay, so current ATR, right, based on an hourly time frame, resistance at 58.22 or 27. So that is matching pretty nicely to what we're speaking of. Now, that would be a mean reversion from the downside here, which is the, let's see, 52.05. Yeah, we would be reverting back to the mean at 56.87. And we're already talking about 56.35 to 58.08. Yep. We're getting there is a potential reversion here, validation of resistances at the mean reversion, and then a continuation. To follow up with more, then let's close out the stats and let's look at psychology and geometrics, head and shoulders formation, right? So I gotta say that I don't like it when the head is really that long, right? Because this thing really will, sometimes it'll invalidate the play, right? You got your huevos and the schlong, right? So let's let's go ahead and take into consideration here the targets, right? This is this would, let's see. Yeah, we're going to use a flat bottom like this, right? Let's pull this trend line to the bottom side of the neckline here. And this is just going to be a massive low target here. I'm not even sure that that's going to be. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you go. So that so that formation is leading literally to my bottom side target of 39.95 to 38.13. Freaking no, Seth, we haven't done it. We'll take a look at it. So this is yeah, man. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Right, I was thinking that it's going to be way overextended, and it's probably not going to do that. And there that goes, right? So, and if we were to identify a target that's maybe closer to home for now, then we can use this as a potential dead cat bounce, a little bit off-putting, but still we can use it. And a local low could be down to about 46.25. So 46.25, let's see. Do we have anything to support it? Yeah, we do. Your daily ATR low is 48.70. So, yeah, this 46.25 is certainly on the way to that to that 48, right? So I think that we would have to pair it just like that. 48.70, so pretty much right. Yeah, we're gonna make a range like this instead, just like this. Okay, so this is gonna be your bottom bound here. 48.69 to 46.18 potential support, validation of resistance at what is this again? 51.04 before a continuation to the downside here to eventually reach the bottom targets of 38.11 to 40.15. Okay, so that's I definitely see this still in play. And I do think that it's going to be probably a 3-day effort. Okay, so heads up on this. I do see the downside still very, very present here. Okay, team, so that is it for ticker symbol NWBO. And, oh, you're right. Jay, you want to see some fibs? I got you. No problem. Let's do it, my brother. Good question. Absolutely. Let's take into consideration the dead cat range. Just like this. Well, there's your bottom target perfectly to the 3-spot 618, 39.65. We're looking at 39.95. Your 4-spot 236, 37.35. We're looking at a discretionary 38.13. Nice. And the 2 fib matching very nicely to our targets here. And yeah, the top bound that I'm looking at around 48.69 is matching the 1-spot 618 at 48.11. So geometrically speaking, this is rhyming. And very, very, very powerful rhyming too. All right. Does it have it? Does it have it? That's a good question, bro. That is a good question. Let me see. We'll run it. Let's run. That's going to be your... what was it again? I think it's... Yeah, ARQ Composure. And, wow, a 4-hour manipulation for a pivot towards a correction. Let me see the shorter time frames, though. Yeah, we have a strike there. Let me look at this closer. That's the second strike here for that upside. That's interesting. See the 15-minute. Close to that strike, but these are downsides, right? That was a 52 to about 49.50 on that strike there. This was a strike to reach this topside before a continuation. Let's see the 10-minute. Here's, wow, check that out, right? This is Thursday. This thing got a shot of manipulation right at 54.09. Dropped it to 50. Literally dropped it to about 50 cents. Let's go closer. What's the 5-minute time frame? 2 shots of manipulation on the prior day. Sorry, that's, yeah, that was pretty much, that was the last day of trading. That was Thursday last week. 2 shots there. Let's go, I'm going to go more granular here. Slightly different shots here in the 4-minute time frame. It's still reading it. 3-minute time frame, same on man, there's a lot of manipulation here on Thursday. None on today so far. Let me look at your 2-minute. That's again on Thursday. Damn, Thursday was full. Busy day that day. Oh, there it is. Damn. Strike of manipulation happened today at 52.94, dropped it to 52.05. And look at all that on Thursday. Oh, man. Talk about saturated, I mean, continuous manipulation here. Let's see. I'm going to look at really close here. Similar shot on the 30-second time frame interval. Another similar shot here on the 15-second, and your 10-second has a similar shot too. And you're already getting a blood diamond here. This is likely to continue. Yeah, my brother. So just heads up on this, right? Because this is looking pretty bearish, even through manipulation signals. Let me do something here. Okay, I think I could. Let me see. On the daily time frame, right? We were talking about this ticker the other day. It is still kind of consolidating within this range. Very, very. Oh, I see. Let me see the 12-hour. Right. It's building another one. It's a buy formation, a bullish buy formation breakout. This is the regression. Let me see. Yeah, this is your regression right here, and I think that we can observe it like this. Top of the price action here. I know it realized already one time, but it'll be set to realize again. This is a rejection from an inflection zone here, so that must be respected. It has to keep it. The 130 zone, it must not break down below the 130, or else you're gonna find yourself at 120 to about 120, 122-ish. Right? You don't want to do that. So keep an eye on that target. If you start closing an hourly closure, 30-minute closures beneath 130, risk off. Right? But this formation is suggesting a breakout and validation of a target similar to what we were already observing. So we were looking at a 192 to 170. This target would be 176. And let me see if the 4-hour can even cater that. It looks corrective on stochastic moment. Yeah, the hourly time frame looks corrective too. And a nice reversal signal here too. Bullish hammer. Double bottom. Yeah, dude. Yeah, my only problem is the head and shoulders here didn't realize its true target. So that leads me to believe that this could be a liquidity trap or a bear trap. And this was your primary demand on the immediate short term. So if this does continue to the upside here, because it looks like it is, it does, right? It's just you have some critical resistances coming up, but it's only natural. You have a lot there. Resistance at 142 and resistance right at about 150. So that 142 to 150, let me mark it down, right? 142 to 150, just like that. That was your previous chop. And your downside target was likely that range. Let's see. Oh, it just surpassed it, actually. Wow. Come on, take it. My goodness. Yeah, completely surpassed it. In fact, it was the first candle right down here that kind of took that profit. And then it continued to the downside. So I think it continued to, yeah, this, how would people identify this? This would it be the 2 times the target? Yeah, something like that, right? It would be 2 times the target and then a bounce to the upside. We have critical resistances. It's not impossible to break. It's just they're in the way, right? So for example, the hourly time frame is presenting a resistance at the gravitational zone, which makes me believe that we would come back up to 142 before it faces a potential pullback again to validate supports at the prior bar open at around 136 before a continuation to the upside. So bi-hourly time frame, yeah, that would also be corrective. But there's a lot of resistance in this zone here, right around that 142. So let's just combat that, and then we'll be able to be good, right? It's just there's no confirmation for a continuation to the upside. It's just in the 30-minute time frame, but we need to make that impact really count, right? This needs to continue to a further upside in order for it to cascade into the hourly, bi-hourly, 3-hour, and especially the 4-hour time frame. Once you get that, then your continuation to the upside would be of a higher likelihood. And those are my thoughts here for that, right? Stats are showing a low on the daily time frame of about 128, and our discretionary targets were 129, so it could technically still retrace. But I do think that the immediate short term is presenting an upside first. That's going to be your danger here, right? If you do experience a continuation to the upside, there could be resistance in here at 142 before price action coming back down to realize its true target of the daily average true range bottom of 128.67, aka 129 at the psychological 2 times the break box here, right? And then we would experience an upside again, which is just so damn complicated, right? It looks like it's running on a catalyst too, right? Petros Pharmaceuticals successfully launches AI tool in collaboration with multi-billion-dollar software provider. That's great. Why wouldn't it, reverse? So just wait for those signals, and then I think it'll be okay. Jay Abrams, you got it, my man. You're very welcome. And Devin, you're very welcome too, my bro. If we do combat this top side of 146, expect a top side of about 157, which is right at our regression top right here. And that is your 157 daily ATR top. All right, so that is it for ticker symbol PTPI. And Seb, let's look at Meta real quick, yeah? You still there, buddy? You still there with me? Freaking Iron Man over here, bro. All right. So, dude, this one was tough, man. This one was very, very tough. We were, the first target that we were expecting was down here at 481.36, and the downside did not quite meet that. We went to a low of 481.78 of the 481.36. Not good. I mentioned this to OGG today, saying that I forget to mention things like this. But guys, when the target, this is already a lax target. I had already figured a break right from this downside. I pulled it up closer to the wicks here. So when we don't meet, when we fail to meet our condition, that usually means that there's an invalidation of your play. And we failed it by just a few cents here. And then price action reversed all the freaking way up to 497.43. Massive upside on that. And then it closed at 491.35. Let's see the 24 hour, the post market. 491.41 That arguably looks like a gravestone. Gravestone doji here. Potential continuation to the downside. Little shooting star maybe. Let me catch what I'm afraid of is that it feels like Meta is building a freaking bull pennant. I need to backtest the markets. And this is what I mean. It feels like this is what it's doing. Completely speculative right now, but not outside of probabilities. That means that we could face 487.38 downside, and then experience another bounce to the upside here. You gotta be joking. Immediately I feel like that. Immediately I feel like that could be the case. So yeah, price action is curving down here. We may experience that bounce from there. Guys, my goodness, I don't believe it, man. I am waiting to see, guys, the markets are so damn frothy. At these top sides, I don't think anyone is safe. Mark Roach, I appreciate you, my brother. That's very nice of you. Thank you, my bro. Jay, yes, we did. KULR was looked at. It was the second ticker I looked at today. Dude, and if... Seb, let me see. It would with a lot of deviation. I mean, you tell me. Look at this. This contact and this contact, but you have all this crap here. You know, so if you see what I mean? It's just it's a clear regression here too. So if there is a failure of this formation, maybe it's going to be hidden in the fact that we're going to build a freaking head and shoulders. And then it'll be mad trickery here. But yeah, dude, for now, I have to favor this pennant for now, because it literally just looks like what it looks like. Damn, dude. And maybe even this regression could be damn, it is. Okay, and if that's the case, we're really getting close here. Oh my goodness. We're already 65% to the apex if that's the case. Oh, dude. Let me look at... That's not... that is not... that we're not suggesting here the properties of a bull flag, though. Of a bull pennant. You see the 3 hour into the 4... Oh, the 4 hours powerful. Let me see the 6 hour upside pivot. Damn it. Potential upside pivot, guys. Yeah, there could be an immediate short-term time frame pullback. We may get the ATR low. I don't think... Actually, I don't know, man. I don't think that we can reach the 474. That's a big target. I guess if it did, that would be a huge bear trap. So if we did experience 474.24, I think that the bottom side would be 476.13. Again, same area. And then it would reacquire. But in that case, then we would be building a descending triangle. That would be the best case. Daniel Gonzalez, what's up, man? And Mr. Squeeze asking me if we have any squeeze plays. Yes, we do actually. Heads up on the downside first on Meta. Okay, Seb? There could be 481 to 476. I don't think we reached the 474 just yet. And then we'll bounce, right? But Mr. Squeeze, what's up, man? What's up? Devin, you got it, brother. You're very welcome. And this one, my bro, Veery. I ran a statistical back test on this. The signal fired off down here. We talked about it at 34.91. Positioned ourselves, and now it's at 58, and it's barely firing off the signal. It's dude. Upper bounds here are to be looked at. Let's see, 63.12 is next. We're at 58 now. After the 63.12, we have 74.44, then 86.38. And I gotta tell you that when you reach that 86.38, this thing might as well go to $1. So I think FOMO is yet to enter this, and you're technically still a bit early here, but yeah, you're looking at a potential 75 to 80% runner on this from where we are right now. Because if you we plotted this for the ARCa Bulls trading team. So if you were in the ARCa Bulls trading team, you would have known this at 34, and you would be up right now. The total move would be equivalent to around 200%, and right now you would be up at about 67%. So very, 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 very strong right now. Huge volatility expansion, massive upside by daily stochastic momentum in the bullish control zone. This is looking ridiculous. So the upside continuation is highly likely here. So heads up on this play, okay, team? Yeah, I definitely see upside targets coming in. Sebastian, on Meta? Good eye on that one, buddy. I didn't see it. Wow. I'm wondering how the hell that's going to happen, right? Because if it does experience that, and we do get the pullback here into those targets of even the lower bound of 469.12, that could be your bull flag. Oh, dude, there's so many ways to observe what this thing could just rip your butt open with, right? So got to be careful with this one, man. But yeah, good point. Just the problem here is that you had inclining bull volume all the way up to this candle here. Then we had the first red bar with slightly lesser volume. So that red with lesser volume than the prior green bar, that means that there's a loss in bear strength. That doesn't really mean that it's not going to capitulate, though. It just means what it means. Because if we are truly looking at a bigger profile of volume, then this entire upside had declining volume. So that's also something. You know, so I would argue here that I just think we got to focus on the immediate short term first, because this monthly just started. We have 28 days to realize it's downside and the upside. It's forever from now. But let's take a look at it at the pre-market tomorrow when we get into the trading team, and we'll see what's up, my brother. But guys, I got to tell you, man, I am completely exhausted here. What a long day. I'm going to remind you one more time, please reach out to me for the 8 to 12 week strategies mentorship program that I'm putting together. ArcMastersCourse at Gmail. And I will pass you over the disclaimer and the syllabus and everything pertaining to that, right? So I'm giving precedence to my current master students. They have the go-ahead first, right? So if they claim the seats, they claim the seats. But I would really encourage you to make sure that you can claim at least one of those as soon as possible. Don't let them get taken up. But I appreciate everybody for coming on by. I'll see you tomorrow in the ARCa Bulls trading team at 6 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll get this thing running. BTC free falling right now, right? The target is apparently 60K. right? So heads up on that. CoinFox gave us that target. Yeah, dude, ridiculous. Wow. All right, you guys, but yeah, let's kind of sign off here, and please be safe, be well, team. Thank you for coming on by. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, pass the word along, right, so we can finesse that algorithm. Appreciate you, team. Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever, ever, never, 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 never. Thank you, Mark Roach. Love you, buddy. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very good rest of your day or night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.